What's up?
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on?
Right. It feels like forever since I've been on a live.
Does it?
It does.
Do you remember how hard the seat is?
Yeah. I remember that quickly.
All right. I hope everyone can hear us. Let us know if you hear us all right. And let me know if my mouth is moving with my words. For crying out loud. What aggravation.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. It's 7 o'clock.
That's all right. I've been off work this week and loving every minute.
What do they mean we keep spinning?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. What does that mean? I'll have to look, and I got to watch an ad. I hope I'm not spinning. All right,
Are we spinning?
All right, so how's everyone's day?
Yeah.
I don't see us spinning. Luz hears us. Dustin says, "What's with the echo?"
I think that's a joke.
Stop it. We can't have that.
Right.
We cannot have echo.
Yeah.
Sherry says, "Keeps going in and out. I can hear you, and your mouth is moving." Well, good.
That is good.
If something's wrong, I guess I suggest just coming out and coming back in.
Maybe.
Up until
Hopefully
that,
that's
yes.
what it is.
We will just continue to talk.
Yeah.
It is Thursday. It is day 6, beef, butter, bacon, and eggs.
Yep.
And I got my mojo back.
He did. He has been in a wonderful mood today. Super excited about it. And I think we just needed pork belly. I think that might have done the trick.
So, yeah, I got my mojo back. I started yesterday when I came in from work. I was starving.
Yep.
Because I just didn't have an appetite up until then. But I started eating yesterday, and I haven't quit yet.
No, we're not going to quit. We're definitely going to stick through it and work through the issues, right?
The issues of being tired of beef, but I'm not tired of beef no more. I think I just wasn't hungry.
Yeah, that may have been it. And if you've done BBB&E, you might know that feeling of food is food and it's there for hunger, right?
Right. So, yeah, I think the biggest problem is that we always ate very, very meat and beef heavy.
Yes.
So it wasn't necessarily this challenge. It's just we probably had beef for 2 weeks consecutive before.
Oh, yeah, but we also had sour cream or olives and pickles or things like that.
Yeah, sometimes when you take the steak sauce off of your burger patty or something like that, you're like, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Until you get hungry, and then it's like, oh, yeah.
Right.
All right. Anything else you do today? Emily filmed all day while I was at work today.
I did a little bit of filming, just kind of how my day went. And like I said before, I've been off all week. And I have really, really needed this reset from work big time. And I've really enjoyed it. Just studying with Noah, getting yoga in, getting tanning in.
Emily's tanning.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though last year I never got burnt, not once. I never got sunburnt. And I want to thank Keto for that because I never did burn. I don't think you ever burned either.
Yeah, I struggle to not be white.
Yeah.
Look at this farmer tan. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Look, and I still have dirt and stuff from cleaning that grill, even though I just got out of the shower.
But we are going on the keto cruise, and it's coming.
Yes.
It's approaching very quickly, and I'm super excited about it. But I do not want to burn, and I know that sun is just different in Mexico.
I want to burn.
So, yeah, I've been tanning and loving every minute of that, too.
You look darker.
Do I?
You do. You look a little darker.
Thank you.
I'll have to see everything else later. Not just your face.
Not my face.
Not just your face.
My arms are not tanning very well, though.
Your legs? Because I have a hard time. I can burn everywhere except my legs. My legs stay white.
Mm-hmm.
And this week has been different because we've been filming more.
Yeah,
And
we have been filming more.
We're trying to do the every other day video.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it every day.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. And I'm also one of the people that I can't have a whole lot of stuff on my plate because everything that's on my plate has to be done before I can actually sit down and relax. So if I was to film every day, I would be up until midnight or 1 o'clock every morning doing the video.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just crash.
Yeah.
So I need every other day to crash. Like tonight, I'll stay up late.
Yeah.
Because I crashed yesterday.
He did crash yesterday.
So tired. But today's a really nice day out, and I like it.
You think so?
Yeah. I think it's nice out. It's not raining for once.
Okay, it's not raining. You got that.
I guess we should say hi to people.
We should.
Carrie's here.
Hi, Carrie.
He pulled his boat up to the live stream. Jazz Puppy's here. Sauna's here.
Hi, Sauna.
Julie's here.
Julie.
Oh, let's go. I'm going to try to play a little bit of catch up here. Dustin's here from Keto Simple. When I start BBB&E, I'll be coffee and caffeine free.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Sorry
still
in
having
advance.
my coffee.
Dustin says, what do you call an alligator in a vest?
An investigator.
Brilliant.
Scott's here.
Scott's
Jerry's here.
Yep, Jerry's here.
John Gugahan. Hey, hey, hey.
Cindy's here.
Cindy.
And Hookah's here.
Hookah.
Who else we got? Scott says,
Yeah, all
Scott J
kinds
is here. You may proceed.
Scott.
All right. I'm trying to catch
Going
up. So
through.
I want to be a little bit relevant.
A little bit.
Shauna's here. She made it. Afternoon nap and afternoon coffee will survive Napa, California allergy season.
I'm sorry, Shauna.
I wish I was in.
California?
Yes. Look, John's excited about the countdown. If it makes me spin, I'm not excited at all.
He was super worried about it because the last time he tried to do one, it messed it all up and drove him nuts. So
Kimmy's here from Meridian, Idaho.
Idaho. Hello.
Mary's here.
Mary.
Joanna loves countdowns. Maybe we should just post a countdown. every now
Shauna
and
said
then.
something about it relating to Jumanji, and I can totally hear that now that she said that.
Dustin says the music from the countdown sounds like they're about to watch a swashbuckling movie.
See?
You know, I guess we just need extremely boring music because we can't lead up to that. That's like dramatic, you know? And then here we're just sitting here. Cut to us and we're here.
And we're like, hi.
Hi. All right. Like I said, I'm
You're
trying.
going to try to catch up.
Yep, I'm going to try to catch up because I want to be relevant in the chat. I don't want to be an hour behind.
My seat keeps making like a buckle sound.
I don't hear it.
Okay.
The carnivore trucker says,
Carnivore
"Here and see y'all
trucker.
fine." Good. And yeah, John said buffering at the beginning, but now it's fine.
Good. He was really worried.
22
about it.
QCat says, "Are you loving your new studio area? It looks nice."
We've used this room more than we have since we've moved in.
Yeah, this room was, when we moved in, Emily was so excited. This is her arts and crafts room.
Yeah, before we moved in, I was so excited to actually have a space for that. And
It ended up becoming a catch-all.
yeah, I did not.
It was a storage catch-all.
Yeah.
And then, yes, now it's being used. It's being used.
Yeah.
And it's nice. And we're not using it much. I mean, just a couple times a week.
But more than we ever did.
Yeah, it's actually kind of nice down here, but very full.
Yeah.
If you've seen how full it is, it's like, yeah, we're packed in here. I kind of have to get down and get under the lighting and around. And
It's not packed in. It's just a little bit of a maze.
there's cords everywhere. And it's, yeah. Mary says her ketones are really high on BBBE.
You know what? I kind of wish I had a mojo to check mine. Just because, how can it not?
Brian Doyle says, hello all.
Hello, Brian.
Well, I think the way that ketones work is you can have a high ketones, like maybe you're just not using as many, or or you're making a ton and using a ton,
Right.
but you still have high.
Yeah.
But you can also be at like just 0.1 or something like that and still be making and using a lot of, you could be making a lot of ketones, but you could be using a lot of ketones also. I'm just stupid. I don't know.
You
what I'm
just
talking
went in a
about.
complete circle.
That's why we don't get a keto mojo, because we'd be wondering. I wish we had a toilet. We just pee in the toilet and it would tell us what our ketones were. Just like a smart toilet.
I'm sure it's out there.
Carrie's been making eggs, liver, sardines, and flattening the ground meat thin and cooking it to a huge hamburger patty. Eggs, liver, and sardines.
I'm not going to yuck anyone's yum.
No, but maybe if you put 3... Okay, so I don't really like eggs, so maybe if you put 3 things that I don't like together,
You might like it.
Maybe it would make one good thing.
Maybe.
I like liverwurst.
Yeah. I do too.
Jerry says pork, the other white meat.
Yes.
Oh, I'm still trying to catch up. I'm so far behind. John says, now I think I'm eating a little less. I am so full right now.
We just had this discussion yesterday because James really kind of hit that wall. I kind of did to a point with just, I didn't want ground beef.
I hit
And
the
that
wall
was it.
fast, like
And
immediately,
He definitely did not eat enough
for a couple days.
for a couple days. I could tell because usually I pay attention to what I'm eating, and if he's not eating a certain amount more than that, I'm like, you're not eating enough.
Joanna says, since I went keto, I haven't had a sunburn and don't use suntan lotion.
See, last year, I never burned and I never used any lotion or anything, and
Ugly Kid Joe Cross told me to put my sleeves down. The glare is unbearable. I get it. 59 days until the low-carb cruise.
it's approaching so fast.
And we get to see J-Dog.
We do.
And we are not going to KetoCon.
No.
We wish we could. We just can't afford KetoCon. It just doesn't fit.
Right.
We do have a discount code for
Ketopalooza.
Ketopalooza. When you buy your tickets, the discount code, you just put in RSK.
Yeah.
And what is that? $10 or $20 off?
Something
I
like
think
that.
I think it's $20 off a ticket.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
If we're wrong,
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Just keeping it simple. RSK.
Yes.
And we want everyone that we can
Yeah, we don't get anything from that.
We
That is
don't
just-
get anything from that. I just reached out to Autumn and said, I know that other people have discount codes. Can I get a discount code? Just for people.
And she's
maybe.
so nice.
Yeah, and there was a code like immediately.
Yeah.
She's on it. You email Autumn? On
She
it.
is,
On
yeah.
it. Joanna says she turns a little red, then tan from the sun.
Yeah. I'm just a little bit leery about that, the sun being in Mexico and whatnot. That
I'm more leery about Noah.
I am, but I'm not taking him. I'm not taking him tanning.
You don't need to.
No, he's going to need long sleeve shirts and hats.
If you see a little kid with a big giant bucket hat on and fully clothed,
It's Noah.
that's because he is a redhead, and yes, it will
Extremely fair skin.
ruin our trip if he
Yes.
gets cooked on the first day.
Yes. John Gugahan said, congrats to Derek on his huge progress so far. So if you have not seen, I did post something in our community page about Derek for an update. He is now down 190 pounds,
190.
which is awesome. I'm super proud of him, super happy. And I kind of like him a little bit.
Derek, all he does is eat hamburger patties. That's it.
Derek is pretty much carnivore.
Just hamburger patties. And the other day I did see him eating pork rinds.
He does eat pork rinds.
But most of the time, it's like clockwork. He wakes up, cooks his
Well,
3 or
it's
4.
changed.
Yeah, he's on night shift now. But
So.
yeah, cooks his hamburger patties, and then he eats, and then a little bit right before work, he cooks his hamburger patties again, and that's it.
Yeah, 2 meals a day, and it's typically hamburger patties. Sometimes he'll use pepper jack cheese. Sometimes he does not.
And it's typically in like a 4 or 5 hour window. Like, and then he, from getting up and then he don't eat until he goes, to bed.
Right. and he just sticks with it and doesn't complain.
Jen Delaney's here.
Jen!
Hearts made it.
Hi, Hearts.
Okay, so Joanna also says, I haven't used insect repellent either. I didn't realize I rarely need deodorant. She was talking to Sana, but that's still different that if the insects don't bite you.
Mm-hmm. That's a win.
Maybe the insects like Doritos because they used to tear me up.
Maybe.
Rosemary says, we look amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thomas Martin says, I'm watching you both and going to decide to try BBB&E after you're done.
Yes.
And maybe you don't want to do just regular BBB&E. Maybe it's beef, butter, bacon, eggs, and
Keto chow.
or heavy cream, or however you want.
That's what's wonderful, is you can totally do you however or whatever keeps you on track.
Carrie's 433 days, no coffee, no caffeine.
That's so amazing.
That is, yeah, that's a long streak.
It is. It's awesome. Congratulations.
Michelle's here. Hey, y'all. Stardust. Says,
Hey.
John says he's loving coffee with butter and an egg in the morning.
I didn't used to do that. I've tried that in the past.
The egg?
The egg and the butter and the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very basic. And it did help because I used to be very big on using the sugar-free creamers, coffee creamers, like your International Delight or Coffee Mate.
She was addicted to them.
Yeah, which are really bad ingredients.
It's the soybean oil.
Yeah. But that's what kept me on track, and I've noticed changes throughout this entire keto journey. I mean, that's something I used to use, and I never thought I could give it up. And then I cut down, and then beef, butter, bacon, and eggs the first round. I cut it out completely, did the butter and the eggs, which was all right. But then I just I didn't want to spend the time doing that. And so I just started drinking it black, and now I almost always drink my coffee black.
But she does like the flavored coffees. Like the...
Yes. Like the way that they're...
like infused or something with some flavor.
However they do it.
I don't
to
know.
make it like different.
It basically makes it smell.
Yeah.
It makes it smell like something.
Like peanut butter or whatever.
Sharon Holloway's here. Sharon Holloway. Jackie's Jinx Journey's here.
Jackie.
Hart says, we did fajita steak on the Blackstone with peppers and little onions. Low carb, mini soft tortillas.
I love fajitas.
We do love fajitas.
I do.
Roxanne says, it's my son's 22nd birthday, and we're taking him and his girlfriend out to dinner. We'll probably have to leave early.
Happy birthday.
That is okay. No one has to stay for any amount of time.
No, but we do appreciate you dropping in.
And it'll be posted after this. You can watch it anytime you want. No, I'm still behind.
That's all right.
Still behind.
Hey, Elizabeth Trumbull. Hi from Cincinnati. I guarantee you are not that far from us then.
Not far. If she's from Cincinnati, the most she could be is a half hour.
Yeah.
Stardust is from Colorado. Now that's far.
Yeah.
We can't meet for lunch.
No.
Well, not on a work day anyway.
Sherry's here. Sherry.
Carrie says the pepper failed at archery. He didn't have
a habanero.
a habanero.
I can hear the birds upstairs.
I can hear them too. If anybody else can hear the birds, yes. Scott says, gotta say, allergies are an abnormal reaction to usual environmental irritants. I get allergies like once a year.
I used to get them all the time. All the time. If it rained tomorrow and it didn't rain today, I got allergies.
Really?
Like,
I probably never paid attention because I was sick.
I was always sick with ear infections or something going on, and I think keto has greatly, greatly improved that for me.
Shauna has an interesting question.
Okay.
Are we planning on... Are you guys planning something for Easter dinner, or are you sticking with BBBE?
My seat's hard. We didn't even realize Easter was in April
BBBE.
when we decided. Not that it's a big deal for us because James hates ham.
James don't like ham.
Yeah, he does not like ham anyway.
I like deli
I
ham.
know. Yeah, and I know ham is a staple for a lot of people. So we are just going to grill some different meats.
Meats.
And we will probably smoke some chicken for the kids because they like that.
I'm not opposed to getting one of the prime rib roasts that
That's what I really want.
Kroger has for like $7.99 a pound. I'm not opposed to that. I don't know how would you want to smoke it?
No.
No, just put it in the oven like we used to.
Mm-hmm. And I will probably make a couple suggestions from the kids for them, especially Alexa because she's pregnant and she won't eat prime rib. So, you know.
No.
No, she does not like prime rib.
Yeah, sounds like she's going to be hungry.
So, yeah, we're going to eat meats, stay BBB&E. No big deal.
You know, I think that like if we're making if we're making hot dogs and someone's like, I really don't like hot dogs, like I don't really mind being like, all right, well, we can throw a few hamburger patties on.
Well, I have chicken in the freezer that I do want to put on the smoker.
But if we're making prime rib and someone says that they don't like prime rib, like tough. Vicky Bame is here from Arkansas, out walking.
I was going to go on a walk today, but I thought it was cold out. Right. Definitely.
Hart says, old smart toilet. It's an idea.
It is an idea.
A stupid one. But there's a market for everything. Thomas Martin says, my mojo drives me nuts. Mary wants a smart toilet.
I do too.
Brian Doyle says, Keto Mojo is the mother of all rabbit holes. So the whole, I've said this several times, the whole reason I don't understand the whole testing your ketones or peeing on sticks and things is because if you're just not eating carbs, right? What good does it do? Like if you're not eating carbs and it pops up that you're not in ketosis, right? What else can you do?
True.
You know what I mean? Like
I get it.
And
but I wasn't even looking at it like that. I was looking at like, do my ketones go higher if I do this instead of this?
Yeah. I mean, I see what you're saying, but we are very meat heavy. Even though we're keto, there's lots of times that like during the week, I mean, we're carnivore. And
I always say I could be carnivore if it wasn't for pickles, olives, and avocados.
I do miss my crunchy smash burgers with pickles.
Yeah, as silly as it sounds.
And when you have pickles, you don't even need a sauce.
No.
Just pickles.
Yeah. It
Julie
was
says,
Gerald.
Yeah, it was Gerald. His breathing, he must have ran away.
He shook his collar.
Oh. Yeah, he's almost 13 and his breathing's getting rough and he's just...
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, he's just getting old, but there was a couple weeks ago, it sounded a lot worse. It actually seems like he's getting better. Maybe he had allergies.
He's a good doggy.
Hart says, I really empathize for y'all on BBB&E. I'm not that good. I can't do it.
Once you get your mind to it that you are going to do it, even if you say, I'm going to do it, but I'm still going to have this one thing. That's still a step. Or even if you do it for 5 days, that's still a step.
Or just say you're going to do it for one day.
Yeah.
And then the next day wake up and see where it goes. And
yeah,
you might be like Sana and be 60 days in.
The only reason I'm doing this 30 days is Carnivore Quest said they were going to do it for the month of April. And James said, hey, Em, you want to do it for the month of April? And I said, yeah.
That's because we wanted to do something either in April or May for the cruise.
And it just kind of decided for us.
Yeah, we didn't necessarily think of BBB&E.
Right.
It could have been just like dairy or something like other people.
Right.
But I feel like that would have been easy for me. Dairy.
Dairy?
I feel like giving up dairy would have been easy for me.
He says this.
I mean,
yeah, he's the one who usually has a cheese problem.
but yet we're giving up dairy and everything else.
I know.
Hearts wants to go on the cruise next time. Didn't hear about it in time. And you know, that's crazy because I never thought that would sell out.
I know.
I never thought. Maybe
I
that's
didn't
like
either.
setting a precedence for years to come. Like, I wonder how early you have to get your tickets for 2024.
Oh, they're on sale now.
I know they are, but I wonder, like, are you in jeopardy of not getting it?
Yeah.
Which I don't know if we're going to go on that cruise next year.
Yeah, I haven't decided.
We don't know. Maybe KetoCon instead.
I want to go to KetoCon. Jerry said, my only event this year is low-carb cruise. Can't do KPL as it's too costly to fly to Louisville, plus hotels, etc.
I get it.
I do.
I get it. We're really throwing around the idea of going to Omaha,
We are.
but we don't know.
I don't even know if I can get off work yet.
Or maybe even Orlando. We just don't know.
Orlando would be nice.
Lynette is enjoying beef ribs with a ribeye roast on sale at Kroger for $4.97. How did we miss that?
I don't know.
How did we get so far behind in the chat still? Oh, John made egg pudding yesterday. Just 1 part eggs and 1 part water, steamed. I'm so sorry, John. That sounds awful to me.
I've been wanting to try it again. I tried to make it one time. And yeah.
No, not on BBB&E. No sweetener, no.
Oh, yeah.
That
no
sounds like a
sweetener.
poached egg. You just drink the water. No. Hearts is a strawberry blonde and get burnt. Then I peel. Then I'm light-skinned again. I was born and raised in Florida. Even did the iodine baby oil as a kid.
We always talk about moving to Florida, and Noah's always like, I can't live there.
Joanna says, my brother makes what he calls beef jerky. Sounds more like meat cookies the way he makes them, and he's not keto.
It sounds good.
Dustin says he still needs deodorant.
You probably don't need deodorant.
It's weird. I don't smell. And I don't sweat very often. Hardly ever. As a matter of fact, last night in our bedroom, it was 77 degrees in our bedroom, and I loved it.
And I usually like it, but not when I'm sleeping. Not at all.
John says, I watched a video about egg pudding by Steak and Butter Gal and decided to give it a go.
Was it good?
Yeah, was it good? I'm just curious.
I would be willing to try it.
Oh, Shauna ditched the heavy whipping cream 3 weeks ago, doing butter and coffee now.
That's awesome.
I heard you just have to drink it fast. I heard you have to drink it faster.
You guys are going to make me want to put egg and butter in my coffee tomorrow now.
Okay.
I need a reminder.
So is this a new area you can leave the equipment set up down there? Yes. Or do you need to move it for other videos?
It's actually not a new area. It was my art room that I was not using.
So the only thing we have to carry is the camera.
Yeah.
Just the camera and my computer. The monitor stays, the mic stays, the lighting stays.
Which is really nice.
It's very nice because I was actually able to walk down here at 10 minutes until 7 and be ready.
Yep.
And before, I would have to start setting up at like 6:15.
Yes. Yes.
Two Queens Go Ketos
Hey,
here.
Robin.
Melanie says, got chuck roast in the oven, another hour to go.
That's something I never tire of.
I do.
I like chuck roast.
I do.
I always liked chuck roast pre-keto. For sure.
Oh, Elizabeth said, I ordered a bunch of keto chow with your link after watching your update video yesterday. Can't wait
That's
for the
awesome.
orange cream.
Thank you. Noah loved it.
We didn't try it, and we were jealous watching him drink it because we've never had orange cream.
We've not had it.
Now, all the other summer flavors I've had, not the orange cream.
Me neither.
So I can only imagine, of course.
Yeah, Noah was like, I'm not even joking. This is really good. I'm like, why would you think I was joking? He's like, it's so good.
Thank you for using our code. We
Yes.
appreciate it so much.
We do.
Alan says, my wife likes those coffee creamers that you were speaking of.
Yeah.
Dustin said International Delight. He used to think that was
Me too, Dustin. Me too.
rich people stuff when I was a kid.
Yes.
There's Bob. Hello to all who said hello, watching on a phone while cleaning the kitchen for doing a 10.5-pound rib roast.
I think we should do it.
Donna's here from Biloxi.
Biloxi.
It was so nice to meet Bob last week. It was so nice.
It really was. And I wish I didn't have to work so late where I could have got back for sure. Because, he's just as nice and sweet in person. Which I'm sure everyone is, but it's just so refreshing
Uncle
meeting
Big Guy's
people in
here.
real life. Uncle Big Guy. We met him too.
Joyce Butler's here.
Joyce.
First live in a long time.
Oh, it's so good that you're here with us.
All right, we're getting caught up eventually.
Eventually.
I can tell you what we're not having for Easter.
What?
An Easter basket.
Yeah, Noah asked. He said, so what are we doing for Easter? I said, Noah, if you're talking about an Easter basket, it's not happening. I'm sorry. And that sounds so mean, but
113 in the chat. Thank you guys so much.
But he's okay with it. He's okay with having a little bit of Chalk Zero and maybe a game or something for his game that he plays. He plays Fortnite, and he'll be happy with that.
Yes.
So,
No candy.
yeah,
But we do. He can have some Chalk Zero.
he can.
And
And
Chalk Zero is delicious.
he really doesn't complain about things like that because he'd much rather have like a gift card for Fortnite or a new game or something like that anyway. So,
Yeah, because candy's good for a second, and then it's gone.
yeah.
And you know what? Like I used to be, I didn't even remember eating it. I'd be like, oh, it's good. And then later he'd be like, did I eat that? Like, I eat the whole thing? I don't even remember.
Elizabeth said she's on the hill above Coney Island. So it's probably like 45 minutes from us.
Yeah,
That's not far.
We're about 10 minutes south of Dayton.
Yes.
Shauna's going to make porking good stuffing.
Yum.
Emily loves porking good.
I do.
And they're so good.
They're
They really
so
are.
good.
They really are. They are the best pork rinds. Like, the best.
No doubt. And I know that you said that you can get a subscription to the pork rinds, but the Jungle Gyms International store near us carries them. So I didn't do the subscription because I can just go there and get however many I want. And
Yeah, it's nice having a place that has that. Jungle Gyms is an international food store close to us, and they have so many keto options.
yeah.
And then when we found the porking good pork rinds, like that was a game changer.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
I would almost be willing to go there just for that and coffee. For sure. I'm not even going to say almost. I definitely would go there just to get coffee and pork rinds.
Store J says, I was going to say that I make ground beef cookies with a bit of soy sauce and sucralose because I like them sweet. I wouldn't mind trying something
I've never
like that.
tried something like that.
Shauna says, lamb for Easter? No, thank you. I like lamb chops. Leg of lamb? No.
Yeah, I do like the chops. I'm not big on the leg of lamb either.
Alan said prime rib roast.
That's what I think that we may do.
Hart says smoke some chicken if you got them.
I do have them, and I am going to for the kids because they love chicken.
Dustin wants to know how you was smoking the chicken, how you get it to stay lit. Rickman cooked up beef patties and steak today. Easter dinner will be leftovers for me, but good leftovers.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Shauna says, my family's non-keto. However, my brother's making a big ham and offered to make cauliflower mash for Mom and I.
Aw, that's sweet.
Have we ever had cauliflower
We've never
mash?
made it. We've never made it.
I mean, we've made, like, the casserole.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like that.
Yeah, we haven't had that in a hot minute.
Dustin says prime rib tastes like ham to him.
No.
Sana's doing lamb on Easter.
Maybe if I had it cooked a different way, I'd probably like it. I know Sana, when she posts her pictures, it looks like I would like it.
Dustin wants a self-cleaning toilet.
Yeah, no doubt.
Shauna says she's pregnant, got to feed the little baby. In there.
Exactly, right?
But where do you go from like, oh, I don't like prime rib? Like, do you say, make me hot dogs?
No, it's not that she doesn't like prime rib. It's that she needs it well done.
Oh, well, that's not going to happen. That ain't going to happen either. We're not having well done prime rib.
I know.
Why would we ruin it?
I know. But speaking of the baby, I got to go to the doctor's appointment Monday, and they had their sonogram done, and it was so awesome. Just so awesome. I loved it. Very exciting. And he is a mover. He was moving around and doing cartwheels and, like, yeah, he was a dancing baby.
Jerry says, I have to pay a plumber to come back and fix my bidet. I miss that thing. You know what?
I would like one.
I've been a plumber for 22 years now, and I have never worked on a bidet.
Really?
Never. Never.
That's interesting.
Never. Dustin says using the urine strips works great in the very beginning. It gives you a tangible thing to look at for progress. They stop working once you're in full ketosis.
Yeah. I don't think I want to do pee strips.
John says you can move your eating window closer to dawn.
As in dawn in the evening, or dawn does keto?
Jonna says Bart Kay and Sally Norton on today.
I saw that.
Great.
It was posted.
Interview, learned some new things that raised my eyebrows. I have to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch any of it?
I didn't watch any of it. I saw it pop up, but I have not watched it yet. I was trying to get a little bit caught up on some videos.
Cindy says their dog is almost 13 too, going blind in both eyes and getting hard of hearing.
Yeah, Gerald, I think he has selective hearing.
Julie says, I like your approach with BBBE. It makes it doable.
Yes. I feel like there's so many people out there who's going to tell you every little thing that you're doing wrong. And it's not fair. I don't feel like it's fair to do that because all of us are so different and we all approach things differently. And what works for me may not work for you. And what works for him may not work for me. But it is something that you're challenging yourself, and you need to look at it like that, that you're doing this for you, so why not have your own rules, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And the second time we did it with Keto Chow, and that was easy. I probably I could have still been on that.
Yeah. To eat meat and ice cream.
Linda says my dog is 14 and a half years old and had to let him go 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm not liking talking about Gerald getting older, and I know he's not doing the greatest because I don't want to face that.
And yeah, Gerald, speaking of Gerald, sometimes he just walks and he'll just stop and look at nothing.
Yeah.
He'll just like
and stare at the wall.
Yeah, or he'll just like drop down and just lick the carpet.
Yeah, he does. With a blanket.
And, sometimes I wonder, like, I know he's not in pain because I won't let him be in pain.
Yeah.
But it's like, sometimes I wonder, like, do you think he still knows what he's doing?
Yeah. But he's such a good dog.
Mary says we're both glowing. Well, that's the lights.
James has been outside working on removing our deck, like every day, a little bit at a time. So I think you're probably getting a little bit of sun on your face.
Lynn Purdue says hi from Western PA. Doc says LDL is high, total cholesterol is 306, but everything else is really good.
Hey.
And to me, I'm not a doctor. That sounds fine to me.
Yep.
But I'm not a doctor.
Me neither.
But I know that Dr. Berry often gives advice when people, you know, for people who's members of his channel.
Yep, he sure does.
Joanna says, I made egg pudding and ate the whole container.
She
It was
said
good.
chocolate egg pudding, though. I
Oh.
don't know how much I will like it without like chocolate or some kind of flavoring.
Thomas Martin says, if you need a hotel, let me know. I work for Marriott.
In Orlando.
Are we
Might
going?
take you up on that.
Are we going to Orlando?
For the Orlando meetup.
Well, we can't go to Omaha and Orlando.
I know, but we were
have to-
talking about making a choice.
I know. I know.
I want to go to all of them.
That's just hard because I've been to Orlando several times. I've never been to Omaha. And Bob's in Omaha.
Yeah, Bob is in Omaha, but Thomas is in Orlando.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Shauna can't smell right now.
No.
Jerry says, my brother lives in Tampa area. My headquarters is in Clearwater, not the Scientologists. We were concerned they were going to make us move or leave the company. Thank goodness that's off the table.
Ugh.
Jackie said, slept with the window open last night. Love a cool room.
We did too.
We did too, but our room, I don't think our room really cooled down until this morning.
Yeah, I slept in until like 8:30 this morning. You don't know that, but I slept until like 8:30 this morning. The window was open, and I slept really, really well.
Who could likes egg and butter and coffee, but you can't reheat the coffee or the egg cooks?
Yes, that's true. Keto in the Midst said, are you guys doing weigh-in on Saturday during BBB&E?
Absolutely.
You know, when we decided to do BB&E, I asked him, I said, do you think we should just not do the weigh-in since we're doing beef, butter, bacon, and egg? And he immediately was like, nope.
If we're giving up all the food, I'm not giving up the scale too.
Oh, is that why you said that?
No, I said that because weigh-in Saturday was our first. That was our thing.
Yeah, that's how we started this channel for accountability.
If I get down to 170 pounds and in perfect health, I'm still doing weigh-in Saturday.
Yeah.
Because it's not always just going to be for us.
Mm-hmm. And this might be a good way for somebody who might be thinking about doing beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. You know, what kind of progress you might see, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
I might do better results this time than I did 50
any
pounds
other
ago.
time, yeah.
You know,
It's
I
been a
don't know.
while.
Stone Mountain Adventures says,
Hey.
John says the egg pudding. Ooh, I got it.
The egg pudding was good, a little bland. I added butter and it was a lot better. Next time I will use a little salt.
Put some salt in your pudding.
You know,
People who's not keto would think that we're crazy.
I know.
Put some salt in your pudding. Put salt in your water.
I might try that tomorrow.
Oh, you're hungry? Have some salt.
I did that to Austin last weekend. He was complaining. We left and he hadn't eaten yet. And he was like, I feel sick. I'm so hungry. And I had some smoked salt in my purse. And I said, here, put this in your hand and lick it. It's like, it didn't help me.
All right. Stone Mountain Adventure says, decided to give BBB a try after having a week or so of no weight loss. Can't believe the difference just 5 days has made.
Yeah. James has snuck on the scale and he's seeing progress.
I'm definitely.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm seeing progress.
Yeah.
I just don't want to lose too much I don't want to lose too much weight.
What?
I don't want to lose too much weight. I know that sounds stupid, but I'm one of the people who really do think that a pound a week is, even a half a pound to a pound a week is good, because I do worry about that floppy skin thing. I don't want to lose faster than it tightens.
Pat said, same. I love chuck roast, chuck steak, beef stew bites, etc. I get tired of burgers. Exactly, Pat. Exactly.
Elizabeth says, I have to wait until May 1st for the keto chow. Will be tough.
Oh, I know. I hear you. I have some black licorice that we got at the Ohio meetup that I have been dying to try, and I have not tried it yet, and I cannot wait.
Jerry says, strawberry, orange cream, and lemon together. Fruit Loops. So delicious.
I haven't tried that yet, but I have heard
never
that.
tried that. Shauna's looking forward to seeing Noah on the cruise again.
He is so excited, but he is so nervous about leaving his birds.
Ugly Kid Joe Cross says, isn't mayo just egg pudding? I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose.
Alan says I need to do that in my spare bedroom.
It's really nice to be able to just come in here and just bring the camera and the laptop. It really is. So I think it was a good decision that we made, that he made. I just finally agreed to it.
MG3919 made our chuck roast but forgot to add water. It's okay, got a nice crust, but now it's soaking in its juices and butter.
Yum. A good crust on any meat. That's my favorite part. That's why I love smash burgers so
Chantel
much.
likes the lamp.
Oh, I didn't even look at it.
Oh, there it is.
That has been driving him crazy, getting the right bulb for that.
All right. We have like the smallest, hardest little light bulb to find in that lamp, and it still shows up like it's a real like bright lamp.
And it's not.
Yes, it is like that thing's like 40 lumens or something. It's like a night light, and on camera, it just anything that you have. If you have a regular light bulb in there, it's like the sun over here.
Right. But thank you, Chantel.
Lynn says the cruise is one and done for me.
We haven't 100% decided yet. I think if we go on the cruise and we're like, oh my goodness, and blah, 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 we might be willing to go.
I get tired at 8 o'clock. I have to get up at 5 every day. Dustin says I will get the granddaughter Easter stuff. No candy, at least not from us. Mommy and Daddy probably will get her candy.
Yeah.
Hey, we're at 129.
Yay.
Awesome.
Sharon Holloway says, Jungle Gyms is fun for shopping. It is. It is.
Bob says, I've been to your house. Nothing is close to you.
All right. It's within driving distance that we're willing to drive.
Dustin says, pork and good are the best. They don't have any weird hard pieces. They are all soft and delicious. You can almost put them in your mouth and shut it, and they'll dissolve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carrie says you have to watch out with lamb chops since they know karate. Pat says, when I first started keto, I loved Trader Joe's mashed cauliflower.
I have not.
Train. Cindy says, I tan as well. Start out early in the year because we go to Vegas in February, and many times it can be very warm, but not this year. It was freezing. Then I have to keep it up when we get back.
Okay, so I got a really good deal, and it's only like $15 a month for the tanning. So I ain't gonna lie, I may end up continuing with it after the cruise. I'm just saying.
Hearth says, well done, prime rib. Blasphemy.
I know.
Jackie says, does Jungle Gyms have ranch, porking good? Those are the ones that get my hands on.
I can't get past the salted butter. That is I've tried other ones, and I like the pizza ones that they have.
I like the stupid hot.
And he likes the stupid hot, but
And the pizza.
if I go without him, then I'm going to buy like 10 bags of the salted butter and nothing else. Just saying.
Dustin says, how close do we need to sit next to Dawn? Did I miss something?
I feel like we missed something. This close?
Joanna says, I see a heart button next to chat. Is that new on YouTube? Never saw it. There is a heart button next to chat.
Huh.
Have you ever seen it?
Hit it.
Huh. That's an emoji button.
It is an emoji button.
There we go. Jonna says, I detest the carnivore keto cops.
Yeah. Me too. Some people can be really mean, and I don't like it.
Yeah, we've been called dirty,
Keto.
lazy
before.
keto. It's like,
It's not even that. When I see people say these things to other people, I think it bothers me even more. Because it's really not fair.
22 Cute Cat says she
You
can't wait
know.
for the baby to get here.
I know, I can't wait. They're a little squishy.
Yes. Everyone's keto journey should be their own.
Exactly, Mary.
Everyone's.
Exactly. And yes, 100%.
Keto in the Myth says, my cat is 22. She wants to be outside all the time. I live next to a park. She's befriended all kinds of other animals.
Oh.
She's enjoying her golden
It
years.
sounds like it.
22 years old. I didn't know cats lived that long either.
Wow.
Thomas Martin says, lots of cows in Nebraska and cornfields. I've been through Nebraska when I worked out in Reno.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there wasn't anything to see like after you left Omaha. It was literally just irrigation systems. And 700 miles of it.
Yeah.
Bob says it was 22 there this
Oh,
morning.
no.
It was pretty cold here. We didn't have frost on the windows, though.
Mm-mm. No.
24 CIF fam says, I think James should wear a pirate patch on the cruise. Arg. Hey, you guys.
There you go.
Lynn says, why do you ruin smash burgers? Prime rib can't be bloody for me. Medium is good. Why do you ruin smash burgers?
I'm not sure I understand.
Emily likes her smash burgers very crunchy.
Very thin, smashed.
Very thin, smashed. Like when we smash them, you can almost see through them. They're almost
Yeah,
there's like clear layers.
holes.
Yeah,
There's holes in them.
and then they break up into little holes and crunchy and delicious.
So I'm not sure how that's ruining a smash burger by smashing them.
Jerry says it's supposed to be 85 tomorrow, 88 Saturday, and into the 90s on Sunday.
Now that's perfect weather.
Hello, early summer.
Perfect weather.
I like 80s and 90s. Now, once it gets to about 100, over 100, I don't really like that. Like, that needs to chill out a little bit.
Yeah.
But I do like in the 90s.
Yes, very much.
Vicky says, been watching Stephanie Keto Person. Seems like everything we do on carnivore, she says it's dangerous, but I thought she was carnivore, so I don't understand it. Who knows? I've never heard of Stephanie Keto Person. Yes.
Yes, she did just lose her dog, Rosie.
Yeah. Rosie, age had nothing to do with it. Enjoy them every day. They are family.
That's right.
It was like just an accident, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that. Hookah don't know what the 75 hard challenge is.
Me neither, Hookah.
I have no idea. Heart says loose skin is real.
Yes.
I'm down totally 76 pounds and I'm seeing it. It has taken me a year though.
Yeah. It's a real thing.
And John says Stephanie Keto Person is really high fat and moderate to low protein carnivore.
Okay.
That's a weird name, Stephanie Keto Person.
Well, yeah, she's a keto person, I guess. Someone just said something I was about to read, and you scroll too fast.
I'm sorry.
Joanna said, someone said to wear tight undergarments to hold in the skin should help with loose skin as you lose. I have been trying that. I bought what's it called? It's a tank top, compression tank top. And I don't always want to wear it, though, is my problem.
Really?
Yeah, but I do. I try to, but it's not every day. It's not something I can get used to right away.
Do you want to wear one of them things where I have to like lace you up in the back?
No, a corset.
Yeah.
No.
One of them. All right. 136 in the chat.
Yay.
This is great. Best live we've ever had. Not that we were any good, but the most people.
But you are.
John says,
Wow.
Stephanie Keto Person does between 200 to 3 grams of fat and
When
50
I hear about
grams
the
of
high
protein.
fat and low protein, I feel like that would be so difficult to figure out what to do. I try to keep my fat and protein similar, and that seems to work for me, but I know everyone's different.
I don't really track. Like I know.
He tracks in a sense of I track and then I say eat more.
But for the most part, I say, this is chicken breast.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there's no fat there.
Yeah.
I need butter.
Or bacon with your meal.
Yeah, but you probably still need butter. Like,
Right.
I still, I just know that lean this,
Right. Today we had pork chops and I cut.
plain pork chops.
Yeah, we had a pork loin that I sliced and made into pork chops, and I put butter on top of mine because I knew it was going to be leaner.
And bacon.
And I made
I
bacon.
eat lots of bacon.
We are behind. I hear.
Shauna's Porking Good salted butter rinds are her favorite.
Yes.
Donna's here, says hi, Emily, James, and everyone. Hi, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Hart says, I'm done.
Hi, Dawn.
My stomach's growling.
That's weird.
Bob says, everyone should know how I feel about dogmatic jerks.
Yeah.
We don't like it when people say, oh, you shouldn't have coffee on carnivore, or, coffee's not carnivore, or just little things like that. I mean, even though that's kind of what, we would like to say, see, if we're just keto, if we just say we're keto, right?
Right.
We can eat carnivore for a month, and
It's still keto.
and then when we decide to have,
Right.
almond, we're not cheating because we're keto.
Right.
So we set the bar here, but if we decide to go way up here, we're still keto. Like, we didn't fail. We didn't, when we eat a pickle, we didn't fail.
Yeah.
And that's why we are keto, and we'll always probably be that. I don't see myself ever saying, I'm going to be
I don't
carnivore.
even like the label, though.
You don't like the label?
It's just the way we eat. I feel like we just eat real food, real whole food, and I think that's awesome. And I like the way I feel eating this way. And
the only thing that ever really convinced me to do this way of eating was the whole idea of primal. Because when I hear primal, then I think, well, that's how we were created to eat.
he thinks primal, and then he's like, warrior.
No.
That's why he likes it.
No. Everyone knows I'm OMAD warrior. It has nothing to do with... Well...
It's true.
It just makes sense. I just feel like this is how what we were created to eat. We were not created to eat Doritos, and we were not created to eat, 50 ingredient foods. It makes sense to me that, a salad is lettuce, which is lettuce, and eggs, which is eggs, and cheese, which is a little bit of dairy that I don't know how they make cheese.
Dawn said, I hear the closer you get to Dawn, the deeper you will go into ketosis. She is very powerful, apparently. I feel so lost.
Yes. Keto in the Midst says, I got a little testy the other day in comments and had to apologize. I try not to do that.
I don't know what. It's okay.
Hearts loved how we did our smash burgers. Looks delish. Shauna says, I don't think I'm making my smash burgers right. That
Sometimes
sounds
James
delicious.
don't make them right. But smash the tar out of them until there's little holes all over it where you can see through it. And that way it gets really, really crispy, and then you flip it. And it's crispy, thin smash burgers.
Blues don't like the heat.
And I'm in Southern California.
MG3919 says 90s on a bus feels like an easy bake oven. I get that. I understand that. Dustin says Stephanie Person is her name. I'm not a fan. She's way out in left field when it comes to keto. There's a lot of people.
I know.
A lot of people.
Oh, her last name is Person. Okay.
Hookah says, and it won't stop raining there. Well, this is the first day that it hasn't rained here.
Yeah, I feel like it's been raining a lot.
Lynn
Hart
produced.
said compression cami. Yes, that's exactly what I got. But I just can't get into that using it often.
Lynn says,
So I don't know if it works.
We have a Jungle Gyms nearby, but I didn't know what it was. Thank you. I don't know. If she's in Western Pennsylvania, could Jungle Gyms have another location there now?
It's possible.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to look that up.
Mm-hmm.
Donna's down 153 pounds.
That's awesome. Congratulations,
15
Donna.
months, still has more to lose.
That is awesome. That is a victory, and you should be super proud of yourself for that. I'm super proud of you.
Bob says not enough protein. She will run into problems long term.
That's how I kind of feel.
I would think 50 grams of protein for a long period of time would not be.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad.
And John said she literally eats bowls of lard. Yeah, I couldn't. No.
All right, so Emily,
Mm-hmm. You're laughing. What are you gonna tell?
we had a discussion, and Emily one time on our channel, we're kind of mixed about this. Emily thinks that she could sit down and how many pounds of bacon do you think you could eat in a 30-minute span?
In a 30-minute span.
Yeah.
Okay, I originally said 5 pounds, if they're in chip form.
Uh-huh.
But I think 3 pounds. In a half an hour.
Who wants to see Emily try to eat 5 pounds of bacon? Like, this is a keto channel, and bacon is completely keto. But I don't know how people feel about seeing someone do a food challenge on a keto channel. Although I would love to see Emily try to eat 5 pounds of bacon.
Because he doesn't think I can do it.
That would be amazing. Amazing.
I love bacon.
I think there would be a long nap to follow. I'm sure no matter what, even if you only ate 2 pounds, that someone out there would be like, you know what I mean? Like, that's bad. You shouldn't be doing that.
You should not be eating that much bacon. Mickey OJR, don't be modest, James. You a rock star or Keto's version of Mr. Bean?
No, I am kind of weird. I am, yep, I'm twitchy, I'm quirky, I'm weird.
It's all right.
Lori says, Kim Howerton has a great podcast, also on YouTube, Scary Low Protein. She explains how low protein isn't optimal. Mm-hmm. And I believe that anything probably isn't.
Except for low carbs.
Yes. Okay, your daddy.
1117.
Sorry if this has been asked, but how long into keto does the weight loss start? Keto is helping me keep my blood sugar in check.
Okay, I have a coworker who has been doing keto for a while, and his weight is just not moving. But his blood sugars are in way better shape than they were when he started. And he asks the same question. He's like, that scale is just not moving. So I don't know what to tell him a lot of times because...
Yes. And, you know, when you're...
It's going to be different for every person.
And sometimes when you're like, you know, if you have a job where you sit a lot or things like that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I mean...
I sit a lot at my job.
And, you know, I have a job that sometimes I sit and then sometimes I'm really active. And this week, and anytime I'm out, like, really working out in the yard and things like that, I mean, I remember I would have 3 and 4 pound weight loss. And then...
Some weeks, and then other weeks...
other weeks I wouldn't have hardly
0.2.
anything because I was sitting in the air conditioning.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying that weight loss is all around exercise because I believe that the exercise is like the 10%. You know, and 90% diet, but it seemed like it's a big key for me.
Uh-huh.
Lynn says Nebraska's boring.
Sorry, Nebraskans.
I'm trying to catch up because it's after 8 o'clock.
Oh, we have a super chat
We
from
do.
Love JW.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For the $1.99 super chat. We appreciate
that. Aw.
We'll put that in our Omaha or Orlando fund.
Yes. Crafty and carnivore-ish Hookah said, 5 pounds of bacon, yum. Me.
You know, it's one of them.
All right, the votes are in.
Bob says, yes, 5 pounds of bacon would be tough for me, but I could do it. And I believe it. I seen Bob eat, and he can eat.
I can throw down some food too.
Look, I can't. There's no way I could eat 5 pounds of bacon. I think that I could easily do 3 pounds. And maybe not easily, but I
Right.
could do 3 pounds.
Yeah.
I think that would be my limit. And I think I'd have a hard time doing 3 pounds.
Yep.
Because there's something about that grease that eventually it gets you. It fills you up, and you just don't want any more.
I don't know. I really love bacon, and Dustin has a good idea right there. We could do a mukbang live stream. I'll bring 5 pounds of bacon for myself.
James, great job on your DIY room sound treatments. Time to add high-end stereo or home theater surround system.
Hi, Gerald.
Joanna says it may take me all day, but I could do 5 pounds of bacon. Extra crispy.
Yes, I like extra crispy bacon.
And Hookah says we're all weird.
I like weird. Wendy from Loving It on Keto did a bacon challenge for 30 days. She said for women, it is 1.5 pounds per day. That is what she did. That's all she ate for that time. For 30 days.
I know. We should be thankful
I don't think that's enough for me.
that we get beef and butter and eggs with our bacon.
So James doesn't like eggs, and somebody gave us a really good tip to use hard-boiled eggs and mix the yolk like you're making deviled eggs with softened room temperature butter. And so I did that and put salt on them, and he kind of liked them.
Shauna says, my first 2 years I got off insulin, metformin, statins, and blood pressure meds. Weight is coming off, but slower. I feel like the health part was so much more important.
It really is. Really, really is.
Holly says she could do 3 pounds in an hour.
And a half an hour might be much. I really feel like I can do it, but we're kind of like, I don't know if people want to see that. Do they really want to see me eat a bunch of bacon? Like,
Look.
that can't be that.
John sent us a $10 super chat.
John.
He says, thanks for another
You're so
great live.
sweet.
We appreciate that so much.
We appreciate you, John.
Rosemary says, I bet you could if you were watching a movie. I think I could do it. You know what? If they were crunchy,
Like
and it would be
bacon
it would be like popcorn.
It would be. But that's my favorite way to have bacon is bacon chips.
And I like dipping.
And I can eat a lot more if I have bacon
Yep,
chips.
crunchy bacon and guacamole. And John, thank you again.
Yes.
I appreciate it
Yes.
so much.
Go up a little bit.
Joanna?
I'm so sorry, Joanna. I began keto for the health issues. I knew I needed to lose weight, but I wanted to live. Now, 6 years later, I'm grateful I jumped on board. I am grateful for you because I feel like when we started keto, I started it strictly for weight loss. Strictly for weight loss. All my life.
We both did. We didn't know that there was any other health effects.
We really didn't, and I've always had ear problems my entire life, and my doctor has always told me this is something that you will have forever. I've had back problems and spinal issues with my back going out. I've had neck surgery, just being overweight, I guess. But I feel like since I started keto for the weight loss, and after realizing how much better I felt, and to actually have one of the tubes removed from my ear and the other one coming out on its own and not having to have them and not have any ear infections this entire time that we've been keto, like, it feels so minute when I hear stories of other people who are healing these great, life or death health issues.
Mm-hmm.
And I truly, truly appreciate you guys when you share this story because it means so much more to tell those stories to me than my story, because I feel like, when you're choosing life over, just changing the way that you eat, it's just awesome. It's really, really awesome.
We didn't know anything other than weight loss for keto. We thought it was something, it was just a crash. You just go in, you eat like this, you get what you want, and then you go back to normal.
Right.
No idea. No idea. And then a few months in, we realized that it was, the dog's really whining. We've realized that it was like the fountain of youth and we needed to tell everybody about it.
Right.
And then no one listened.
Yeah. We definitely realized after starting that.
Will you pick him up? Will you pick him up for a minute?
He's going to hit the table. Come here.
Nope, he's going to run away now.
Come here.
There he is. And this dog wants to be with us all the time.
Always.
Everywhere I go, this dog follows. Don't you, buddy?
Yep.
But he's getting older. Anyway, all right, you guys. We appreciate you guys for watching, and we are going to jump off here. And I believe 2KK starts theirs at 8:30, so everyone can run and pee and be ready.
Yes, but we do really appreciate each and every one of you, 100%, and grateful, thankful for being a part of this community.
All right. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much.